line. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Rodgers now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Jets had 1-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 9 here.
Hey, 88. Wipe out.
Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example in this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, it's Rodgers. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
We are going. Wide left.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Let's go now. Hey, smash, drop it.
Here's Achane to start the drive. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, these 2 teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right now, you got 58.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On play action, now Rodgers. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this 1st quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Check it.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's got some space here. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. There he goes, right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Dolphins nothing.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that, street.
Up the middle, Achane. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Kind of means a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Here's Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
First down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Achane fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
In motion, Hill. Achane once more, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 22-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
25-yard line. The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Inside.
On play action, Rodgers flushed out right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a toss left for Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll get to the line here. Remember, it's also third down. And now an audible here into something else.
Second pilot. Three. 18 lateral.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Play-action
fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19, 60 average, 60 average.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go. Stop.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
This is Hill. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In motion, Hill. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 67 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gooden, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. No gain on the screen there at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here is third and quite a ways. Throwing is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
65 catch.
On play action, they'll throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to HN on 2nd down. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Elijah Higgins from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
6:30.
Here's Rodgers to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Amari Cooper.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Let's go
An
now.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Left thing, 19.
Back to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. 27 yards there, a first down.
NYJ a gain of 27 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Ready.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 right.
Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Okay, break.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On the ball, on the ball.
They'll look to throw again. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
At the Jets' 20-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Elijah Higgins.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know. Just get it to him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
On the stick.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
18, pioneer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Over.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Shedding the tackle. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
65 yards.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Carlson on for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here we go.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 47.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.